Ketanji Brown Jackson, Lovely One, a Memoir. Dive into the life of Ketanji Brown Jackson, where the blend of personal perseverance and pivotal familial influence shaped a journey to the United States Supreme Court. Lovely One, a Memoir. It chronicles the remarkable evolution of a driven individual from the confines of a modest Miami apartment to the revered halls of justice. Readers can expect to explore themes of resilience, racial identity, educational ambition, and the relentless pursuit of equality. Through childhood challenges and the uplifting tenacity instilled by her parents, the memoir offers insights into how Ketanji navigated societal barriers and pursued her dreams. It invites readers to witness her growth as she tackles the complexities of double consciousness, the struggles within the academic elite, and her rise through the legal profession. The memoir not only details her personal milestones but places them within a broader narrative of justice and social change, offering both inspiration and a blueprint for those seeking to carve their own paths despite adversity.
A legacy of resilience. Ketanji Brown Jackson's journey was heavily influenced by the indomitable spirit of her family. One of her earliest and most impactful memories is sitting at the kitchen table as a 4-year-old, mirroring her father's studious dedication. Her father, a former high school history teacher, was knee-deep in law books, pursuing his dream of becoming a lawyer. Meanwhile, young Ketanji was absorbed in practicing her letters and drawing, unaware of how these moments were kindling her own aspirations. Her parents, Johnny and Ellery Brown, were epitomes of hard work and integrity, instilling in Ketanji a deep sense of dedication and pride in her Black heritage. As the main provider during the years her father attended law school, Ellery balanced her career with being a source of warmth and strength, laying a formidable blueprint for Ketanji's values. Growing up in a modest apartment near the University of Miami, she was inspired by her parents' resilience and sacrifices, which began to shape her dream of a legal career. The social backdrop of her childhood was the harsh reality of racial segregation in Florida during the 1950s and 60s. The oppressive environment, dictated by the remnants of the Black codes and Jim Crow laws, limited where Black people could live, work, and enjoy a meal. These societal barriers were an inherent part of her family's narrative, particularly her maternal grandparents, Horace and Uzira Ross, who migrated from Georgia in pursuit of better educational opportunities for their children despite these stark limitations. Johnny Brown's life started on a challenging note in Fitzgerald, Georgia, as the youngest of 5. His early years were marked by difficulties, including his parents' divorce during his toddler years. His mother, Queenie Anderson, single-handedly raised him and moved the family to Liberty City, Miami, seeking improved prospects. It was here that Johnny met Ellery, sparking a partnership that would be grounded in educational values and civil rights advocacy despite ongoing financial challenges. In 1970, the same year Ketanji was born, the unique name Ketanji Onyeka, meaning Lovely One, was bestowed upon her by her Aunt Carolyn. This meaningful name, deeply rooted in her sense of identity and family pride, complemented her upbringing, strengthening her as she grew into a remarkable individual shaped by the enduring legacy of her family. Shaping identity. Growing up with a strong foundation of encouragement, Ketanji Brown Jackson's parents instilled in her the belief that perseverance conquers all. Her mother, in particular, championed the idea that if others could achieve greatness, so could she, nurturing a confidence that would drive Ketanji forward. At Sunset Elementary, she faced the challenge of being one of the few Black students in a predominantly white gifted program. This period opened her eyes to societal stereotypes that questioned Black intellectual ability, but her parents' unwavering support reminded her that she belonged and should never doubt her capabilities. Her experiences resonated with W.E.B. Du Bois' concept of double consciousness, navigating the reality of being both Black and American. This duality brought an acute awareness of how she was perceived by others, influencing her sense of identity and longing for moments of solitude where she felt free from external judgment. A poignant lesson in humility emerged from a scribbled note left by her grandmother, Queenie, who hadn't completed grade school. Initially, Ketanji laughed at the misspellings, but her mother gently pointed out the potential hurt it could cause, leading Ketanji to apologize. Queenie's graceful forgiveness reminded her to cherish her blessings and acknowledge the struggles that laid the foundation for her journey. As time passed, her family dynamics evolved with the arrival of her energetic brother, Ketanji. While Ketanji remained focused on academics, leading her to discover a passion for law through trailblazing figures like Constance Baker Motley and Sandra Day O'Connor, Ketanji pursued a career in policing, joining a team that later inspired HBO's The Wire. Though differences in parenting and paths were clear, Ketanji felt a deep pride in Ketanji's bravery, similar to how she nurtured her ambitions through theater, public speaking, and writing. Through these experiences, she understood the importance of not only embracing one's identity but also the power of perseverance and gratitude in shaping a successful life. Perseverance and purpose. Braving the frosty atmosphere of Harvard University marked a stark change for Ketanji, who hailed from the sunny climes of Miami, Florida. Entering this prestigious world, she battled feelings of doubt and questioned her place among peers from vastly different backgrounds. Amid this challenging transition, loneliness loomed over her until a fleeting encounter on campus changed everything. A stranger passed by, whispering the simple yet powerful word, persevere. This singular moment ignited a resolute determination in Ketanji, transforming it into a personal mantra that would guide her through the ups and downs of her Harvard journey. Critical to her sense of belonging and success at Harvard were her connections with the Black Students Association and a close-knit study group. Within these spaces, she found a supportive network of friends who offered academic and emotional encouragement, fostering a deep sense of community. These relationships allowed her to celebrate her heritage and identity in an environment that often felt isolating. As she discovered her academic rhythm, Ketanji excelled in courses centered around justice and ethics, fueled by the compassion and strength she drew from her newfound community. Tragedy struck with the loss of her grandmother, Queenie, leaving Ketanji weighed down by grief and the ache of distance from her family. Yet, bolstered by her friends' support and the solidarity she found among her peers, she persevered, balancing her academic pursuits with personal challenges. During her time at Harvard, Ketanji crossed paths with Patrick Jackson, a fellow student from a privileged white background. Their shared dedication to justice and equality forged an unexpected bond, evolving into a meaningful relationship. Despite initial hesitations due to their differing racial and socio-economic backgrounds, Patrick's earnestness and shared values reassured Ketanji, easing her concerns. Before concluding her studies, Ketanji embarked on a transformative internship in the summer of 1991 at the Neighborhood Defender Service of Harlem. Here, she firsthand witnessed the intertwining of race and poverty within the criminal justice system. This pivotal experience deeply influenced her senior thesis and steeled her resolve to pursue a lifelong commitment to justice. It served as a crucial bridge, linking her academic endeavors to the tangible societal challenges she would later confront in her legal career. Mentorship's power. Ketanji Brown Jackson's Harvard Law School journey was an intense whirlwind, marked by the sheer intensity of the Socratic method. This demanding academic environment was a contrast to the collaborative learning she had always preferred. However, amid the exhaustion, she discovered joy in the trial advocacy workshop, diving deep into her love for criminal law and courtroom dynamics, which was a refreshing escape from daily pressures. Her perseverance saw her earn a coveted place on the esteemed Harvard Law Review. In her second year, she flourished as an editor, thriving in the diverse intellectual environment that reminded her of her high school debate team. The rich tapestry of perspectives among her peers stretched and expanded her legal insight. The walls adorned with portraits of legendary figures like Ruth Bader Ginsburg offered an inspiring glimpse into the evolving diversity within the legal field. On a personal front, she and Patrick, her partner, deepened their relationship. Patrick's surgical residency at Massachusetts General Hospital allowed them more time together, and they married in 1996, although their bustling careers left little room for a honeymoon. Post-law school, Ketanji embarked on 2 prestigious federal clerkships, with Judge Patty Saris as a mentor. Judge Saris exemplified balancing a thriving legal career with family, providing Ketanji an inspiring blueprint. While working on the landmark case, Duckenberger versus Boston University, she tackled complex legal theories and expert testimony under the Americans with Disabilities Act. The victorious outcome was a significant professional milestone, one that echoed in later personal experiences when her own child's learning challenges arose. Her subsequent clerkship with Judge Bruce Celia at the U.S. Court of Appeals sharpened her precision in legal writing. Despite the relocational challenges to Rhode Island, this experience fortified her resolve to impact the legal realm. Post-clerkship, she joined Miller Cassidy, a prestigious litigation firm in Washington, D.C. 1999 marked a pivotal moment when she received a call to clerk for U.S. Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer. Accepting eagerly, Ketanji immersed herself in the certiorari process, admiring Breyer's commitment to judicial restraint. These formative experiences during her tenure with Justice Breyer significantly shaped her career and deepened her passion for the law as she navigated her way through the legal profession. Balancing justice and family. In late April 2000, amidst the demanding environment of her Supreme Court clerkship, Ketanji Brown Jackson learned she was pregnant. Her husband, Patrick, was ecstatic, but Ketanji braced herself to juggle her intense workload with the physical demands of early pregnancy. She remained discreet about her condition, persevering until the term's end before welcoming their daughter, Talia, in January 2001. This marked a vibrant yet exhausting new stage as Ketanji embarked on the dual journey of motherhood and a burgeoning legal career, while Patrick navigated his surgical residency. Returning to work after a brief maternity leave at Goodwin Procter proved challenging. The struggle to leave her newborn behind and a realization of her misalignment with the firm's culture led her to seek new directions. She joined Ken Feinberg's boutique firm, where she contributed significantly to the September 11 Victim Compensation Fund, repositioning her career path. By 2002, the family settled in Bethesda, Maryland, with Patrick taking a position at Georgetown University Hospital, and Talia showing signs of both intellectual prowess and concerning neurological symptoms. In 2003, Ketanji joined the U.S. Sentencing Commission, reigniting her dedication to criminal law and offering her a better work-life balance. This role brought fresh purpose, especially as the family welcomed their second daughter, Layla, in 2004. Talia faced a diagnosis of complex partial seizures and mild autism, leading the Jacksons to consult specialists at Johns Hopkins and ultimately choose homeschooling, with Patrick largely overseeing her education. Ketanji was committed to nurturing an accepting environment for Talia's neurodiversity. Rising to vice chair of the U.S. Sentencing Commission, Ketanji championed the retroactive application of the Fair Sentencing Act, confronting racial disparities in drug sentencing. Her activism aligned with President Obama's trust, emboldening her to advocate fervently for justice, despite any potential impact on her judicial ambitions. Encouraged by Patrick, she pursued an unexpectedly proposed federal judge position by Judge Friedman. Ketanji's nomination journey commenced in December 2011, culminating in an official announcement in September 2012. Her confirmation to the U.S. District Court for D.C. made her only the second black woman to hold such a post, marking a significant achievement. As she took her oath, a mix of gratitude and disbelief enveloped her, celebrating her swift ascent through dedication and resilience. Stepping into history. In early 2022, an unsuspecting opportunity emerged for Ketanji when Justice Breyer announced his retirement. She found herself at the forefront of national attention, both thrilled and apprehensive about possibly filling the vacant Supreme Court seat. Despite intense scrutiny, her family stood as a pillar of support, embracing the potential exposure they might face, including her daughter Talia's openness about her autism. Ketanji's candidacy reached a pivotal moment when President Biden nominated her, enveloping her with honor and gratitude. As she prepared for her confirmation hearings, she articulated the essential role of judges in safeguarding democracy and the rule of law. Her family's unwavering encouragement fueled her confidence, captured in a heartfelt moment when her daughter Layla's prideful smile stole the audience's attention during the Senate committee. On April 7, 2022, the historic confirmation of Ketanji as the 116th Supreme Court Justice became reality. Surrounded by the emotions of the moment and President Biden's supportive presence, she felt a blend of relief, excitement, and the weight of her new responsibilities. Inspired by trailblazers like Judge Constance Baker Motley, Ketanji understood the necessity of dreaming big and defying barriers. Addressing the Library of Congress, she praised her appointment as a collective victory, aspiring to motivate others to realize their potential. More than a personal milestone, her achievement symbolized a dedication to paving the way for future generations. Amidst the celebratory cheers, Ketanji anchored herself in the reality of impending triumphs and challenges, committed to impactful work that honored her predecessor's legacy.
Ketanji Brown Jackson's memoir distills a journey of courage, perseverance, and advocacy through multiple lenses. It underscores the invaluable lessons of honoring one's heritage and remaining steadfast in the face of systemic challenges. Readers are left with a profound understanding of the depths of familial support, the grit required to navigate elite academic and professional arenas, and the importance of mentorship and community. As Ketanji ascends to her historic role as a Supreme Court justice, the narrative concludes with the embodiment of a legacy crafted not just by personal ambition, but also by the contributions and sacrifices of those who helped her along the way. Her story of breaking barriers and championing justice is not just a personal triumph, but a call to action to open doors for future generations. The memoir closes with an affirmation of commitment to meaningful, impactful work, reminding readers that while the challenges are great, the pursuit of equality and justice continues to be an ever-relevant mission.